Hi, it's Ray Wilson again, bringing you yet more weird sounds. I never tire of making weird sounds. So what we're going to demonstrate in this video is essentially connecting the Music from Outer Space 10-step analog sequencer to your WSG. You can drive the weird frequency oscillators with it and also kind of gate the filter a little bit with it. It's a cool mod. So you've built the WSG and you're wondering, now what can I do? So what I'm going to be doing is publishing a little mod that actually fits over here in the kludge area that will allow you to then drive the WSG with the MFOS 10-step analog sequencer. And this is a pretty simple sequencer to build. So essentially, as you can see, so now you have the ability to kind of have voltage control on the weird frequency. Now this is not 1 volt per octave, it is just higher voltage, higher frequency, lower voltage, lower frequency. And see. And then also along with that, now what we're going to do is we're going to turn some of these gate switches off and turn this on to run. Now you see it's responding to the gates as well, and what's going on is there's just a simple circuit on here that takes the gate and kind of integrates it a little bit so that you get a kind of a wah type of sound, very, very fast wah. So it almost sounds like it's hitting it straight on with a square wave, but there's actually a little bit of slew in there. And so you can kind of get a gated output from it. So it's just kind of a next step to take with your WSG. As I say, I'll put these mods up on the website. They're pretty simple to do. Now what I've done is I've just modded the weird frequency oscillators in the WSG, but you can put the same mod on the wacky frequency oscillators, so that then all of the oscillators that actually come sounding out through the filter can have this voltage control. And they can each be controlled separately. I've just got them all together here. So you can hear that? That's just one oscillator being driven. It's the other one. So you can do them separately or together, and just drive them both together. And then as you add, you know, the wackiness, you're going to get, you know, a lot of abilities for some pretty cool kind of modulated sounds. And if you turn the oddness course all the way up, you're essentially taking the little circuit that does the voltage control for the filter out of the circuit, and then you only have your fine frequency control for the cutoff filter, or for the filter. So it's kind of a next step for you. If you've built this, it's maybe one of your first projects, you can make this your second project, and be controlling this with it, and just adding to your arsenal of crazy weird sounds. Well, that's basically it, and hope you come and visit Music from Outer Space and come and see this stuff. Talk to you later.
This schematic illustrates the modification, the basic modification that is used to control the frequency of the of whatever oscillator you want. In this case, it's showing the weird oscillator in voice A, and you can see we have a 2N5457 N-channel JFET, and his source and drain are in series with a 4.7K resistor, and then it goes to those 2 points, WD1A, WD2A. We control the gate by connecting it to ground through a 1 meg resistor, and then applying the control voltage through one end of the 300K resistor, and then feeding that to the junction of the 1 meg resistor and the gate of the 2N5457. And what this accomplishes is it allows the 2N5457 to operate in its linear region, and essentially the resistance between the drain and the source goes down as the voltage goes up. And when you go down to 0 volts, that's at its maximum resistance between those two, and it's essentially closed. And when you go up to about 9 volts, it's essentially down to probably a couple of hundred ohms, maybe 400 ohms or so. And so it's a nice way to control what you would otherwise control with a pot, and changing the resistance with a potentiometer. So if you go to the website, you'll see how this is applied to control the weird oscillators and the wacky oscillators in the weird sound generator. And that's basically it. This is a picture of the WSG board. In the lower right hand corner there you see the kludge area. And although this looks like this was taken on Saturn through the Hubble telescope, this was actually taken with my camera, which is a piece of, well, let's just say unmentionable substance. But in any case, you can see that I've mounted the resistors vertically. There's the FETs are sitting there. And this kludge that you're looking at is allowing me to control the two weird oscillators for voice A and for voice B. I didn't put the kludge in to control the wacky oscillators because I wanted to save some space for the little preset attack decay network that I have there that then controls the filter. But if you're really frugal with these pads, I think you could get all of these kludges in there. Then also bear in mind that this kludge area was designed to accept an integrated circuit right there with the 3/10 of an inch spacing, and that then the pads that are next to those pads are connected by LANs. So bear that in mind. Not all of those pads are separate, and you'll have a successful kludge. That's basically it. Now let's go make some weird sounds. Thanks a lot. This is Ray Wilson, Music from Outer Space.